going crazy.
Welcome to the Shield Football Podcast, when you get all your NFL news, hot takes, news, and everything. Week 2 for the preseason. I'm your host, Fredo. With me today is that boy, Jerron, that boy, DC, and Steven, running things in the back like always. Gentlemen, what's up? What's good? What's up, Jay? How you been, man?
Been good. This is the time where we're almost there. Now there's a little bit there's some worries around the league. Yeah. There's some optimism around the league, but we're definitely going to get into it. We're almost there. That Thursday night game is coming up quickly, and can't wait.
Yeah. How about you, DC?
Yes, sir. Like Jay said, you looking forward to it. You know, we got preseason last game tonight. We get another week of it, and then we have to wait that week. But it's really exciting. Like there's things that's going to be changing, I'm sure, between teams between now and week one. I'm shuffling around. You got the cut still to come, and who's going to get picked up from where. So that's a lot of interesting things coming up.
Yeah, this is the one tougher week in football because you got 1,200 players and, you know, about to be cut, and you don't know if they're going to be in the practice squad or they have to go to the CFL, XFL. But practice squad players, but we're going to find out, man, with these upcoming days coming around. But yeah, man, it's excited, man. Basically, preseason week 2 under wraps, and now to the third one, and we're going to see what's what about, man. But Jay, I know there's some topics that we're going to jump in today, man. You go ahead and lead us in, bro.
Yeah. First and foremost, want to get into the most important position coming up this season, maybe for the playoff hopes of the Los Angeles Rams. So Matthew Stafford, he was able to practice today. He went through team drills. He went through individual drills. But there's a concern about his back. He's at that point where, to me, this is kind of Tony Romo-ish towards the end of his career, where his back was just always lingering. So as a crew, are we worried about the over and under for the Los Angeles Rams at 9.5? And this is focused strictly on his back. DC, are you worried?
I'm worried about his back just for the overall season. I think Jimmy G, they'll win. I think they'll still win 9 games with Jimmy G.
Really?
But I'm talking about as far as making a deep playoff run, I can't see that happening, man. I'm really worried about it. They were actually one of the teams to this happen. I was going to put them to be in the Super Bowl. But when this popped up, I was like, no, I can't. I'm not going to do that.
That's why I asked you first, because I know you were high on him.
Yeah, I was really high on him, but this right here is going to push me back off the ledge on this one. But, yeah, it's going to be really, really big deal for them.
And the problem is, okay, he came back. He's practicing now,
Yeah.
But any kind of wrong movement, any kind of overextension of his back, he could be out for the year. Fredo, how are you feeling about the 9.5 over and under for win total for the Rams dealing with his back?
So that's very concerning, first of all, man. And we know that most likely he's not going to play any preseason games coming up. One bad landing spot, one in practice. And you also got to think about week 1. He plays the Texans. So, this defense is coming with it. So if they know that he's injured, what are you going to do? You're going to blitz.
Yep.
You know, man, so you're going to try to, unfortunately, take him out the game.
Yeah.
So, that week 1 is not against any order defense. They're going to play against the elite front 7 of the Texans. And also the secondary, elite also, man. So coming up, this is very concerning. We're going to see what the Rams are going to do, man. But they like DC said, and Jimmy G is the backup. So he might even have to play that week 1
Yeah.
just to be sure.
Yeah, because there's a couple more weeks of preparation for week 1. But like you said, the Texans defense going to be fresh.
Yeah.
They're going to be humming. They're going to actually be looking for blood. Like with knowing the dogs on that defense, oh man, they're going to try to put him in the dirt.
Yeah.
So I'm worried. I'm picking under on the win total. I just don't see him being. He can be available, but he's not going to be 100% the Matt Stafford that we know this whole year. So I'm picking under. Unfortunately, like I was going with DC, I could have seen them as a Super Bowl contender or NFC Championship contender. Yeah. Here's some quotes from Sean McVay. Today, it was good to be able to have Matthew out there. He did a good job today. I think there was a lot of information, but there's no updates. We're going to keep it a day to day, really week to week. But it's great to be able to see him out there. We'll see how the afternoon goes and tomorrow. This is he seems concerned.
He don't sound good.
He does, like most of the time coaches say, nah, he's gonna be okay. Like we're just taking it week by week, but he'll be out there. He looked comfortable today. He just said, oh, he did good today. We're gonna see how it goes later on. Like basically how his back reacts to practicing. That's what he's saying.
Right.
He also went to say we're getting a grasp on this. He's doing everything in his power. It's a very fluid situation that demands flexibility.
Wow. I
don't know, guys. To me, this seems like he knows something that he's not 100% letting people know.
Yes, it's definitely that. And that's what happened last time. He went out, he threw about 50, 60 balls, but the next day he couldn't function. So tomorrow, let us know if he's back out there at practice throwing the ball around. He's actually, I would say, man, if I'm the Rams, I'm keeping him out games 1 and 2. I think they can come out of that 1-1. They play the Titans the second week.
Okay.
So I think if he needs that much, or like another 4 weeks or whatever that is to get rest or treatment, I would definitely do that. I would consider that heavily, and you still come out of that 1-1. But like you say, Jay, it's real concerning. It's got to be. It's just a bunch of word salad.
Yeah.
You really ain't telling us nothing. So they know he know more than he letting us on.
Yeah, him saying that he's doing everything in his power, we know that, but that's not giving rave reviews of what you think of his back.
Yeah. And also, you got to remember this, man. His age.
Yes.
He's what, 39, 40 already.
And that's when Romo was dealing with his back.
Yeah.
Towards the early upper 30s.
And the hits he'd be taking his full career. So you just imagine it. That's what 14 years of taking them hits.
Yeah.
Just in the pro level. So
and he started with Detroit, so he's got a 50-year-old back just because of his Detroit days.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, man, but the Rams knew coming in, getting a veteran quarterback, especially aged veteran quarterback, the problems that it was going to come with it. Now it's showing, unfortunately. Luckily, everything around the Rams, their defense, your receivers, everything else is up to par. But the one key tone in that offense is your quarterback. And unfortunately, man, that's the most important one. And you're already looking for plan B already.
Yeah. I just feel like this could go really badly.
Yeah.
And if you remember, Jimmy G's backup, the star receiver they just got was Devontae Adams. What was Jimmy G and Devontae Adams' relationship with the Raiders?
With the Raiders, yeah.
Remember, he was calling for Jimmy G to get benched.
Yes, he was.
So he went to a whole new team, and he could be in the same situation as he was before.
They're back with him.
Right? Yep.
So you better go over there and make up with him.
Yeah. Give him a good hug, and at least he's got Puka to help get coverage off of him.
In the running game.
Yeah. And a smart coach. So they're still going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I still like their situation. It's just that the top of the top, it won't be there anymore if he can't get this back right.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to Trey Hendrickson. Actually, Diana Rossini had a tweet today about 7-8 hours ago. Teams that have inquired about Bengals star rusher Trey Hendrickson were told Cincinnati's asking price was a young defensive player, a 26 first-round pick, but the defensive player the player doesn't have to be a pass rusher. It just has to be a young defensive player that they get back with a 2026 first-round pick. Guys.
Nope.
There you go. Go ahead, Fred.
I think that's ridiculous, man. You're asking that much from an old defensive lineman? No. He's what, 31, 32?
He's 30 now.
Yeah,
30?
he's about to be 31.
Exactly. So that's crazy. No, that's way too much. And you want a young player with him and a number one overall?
And you have to give him a contract.
Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
you gotta give
No,
him
that's too much. The best I could do is a third round and take it or leave it, man. That's it. DC, what do you think, man?
Yeah, it's going to have to be for the right team. You got to have the cap space and everything. Like I don't have a problem, but it can't be. I can't give him more than about 3 years. I can give him the money, but I don't want to give him more than about 3, 4 at the max. Like you say, he's 35 sacks over the last 2 years, and now he's on the block. But for the right team, he could put somebody over the hump, big time. I heard the Browns were interested, but they ain't gonna do that in the division stuff.
Of course, the Browns.
You got Myles Garrett on one side and him on the other side, and you got to play him twice.
Yeah,
but I would think of a team that may have the money, like the Patriots, that may make a move like that with some draft capital with some young players. But
a first rounder though,
I don't know. It depends on what Vrabel wants to do.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
So what'd you do? So you're Mark Vrabel.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah,
but he loves his defensive players, man. I'm just trying to think of a team that it would work out for to have the money.
Yeah,
and the young players.
The crazy part, the only team it could work out was the Cincinnati Bengals. Like they're the perfect team to acquire Trey Hendrickson, and he's on their own team. Yeah. All they got to do is pay him,
and they need defensive help.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. They got the Shamar Stewart cat, and he's young. He's unrefined. He needs veteran leadership. So why is this such a hard thing to do? Give him 4 years, maybe 2 voidable years, but you're giving him money up front. You're giving him a big bonus. Spread it over to 2 years or spread it over the contract. And the last 2 years, if he's not performing, you can be able to get out of the contract. It's not hard. Yeah. But again, this is like the Cowboys. This is one of them family-run teams.
Yes,
but a cheaply run family.
They are cheap. They are cheap. Cowboys are cheap too. To be honest, they don't want to pay that big bonus. No, I think it's the signing bonus that is holding them back from.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yes,
but you're an NFL team. If you ain't got it, you need to sell, my G. So, yes, they gave out huge signing bonuses to
Jamar Chase,
to Chase and Higgins.
Yes,
and maybe they cap strapped. Yeah. Maybe the bank is calling them saying we can't do this again. so y'all gonna have to make a decision.
Man, but I don't get it though, man. Like even though they're in Cincinnati, the games look almost sold out.
Oh yeah.
You mean to tell me that franchise ain't making money or got money like that?
Yeah, but again, I don't know if we can hurry up and look at the T. Higgins signing bonus, the Jamar Chase signing. That's hundreds of $1 million that they're just shelling out.
Yeah, of course, it's top of the heads, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm sure somebody somewhere is like, no, this might break us.
Yeah.
But now they're looking for a young defensive player and a 2026 first round pick. I don't think they get it. I don't think they get it done. This might get a little tricky to do.
Yeah, your defense is going to be worse. Seems like. I know they got a new defensive coordinator coming in this year, Golden, but man, you got to have that 15, 16 sacks on the field. Wow, why not? Go ahead and get that man that guaranteed money.
And the fact that he got those sacks in that division with those quarterbacks, I mean that says a lot too.
Absolutely, you need somebody to chase down Lamar. But that's the Bengals for you, man. Operating like the Bengals.
Bengals gonna do Bengal things, man. Yes, sir. All right, Jay. So what's next, homie?
Yeah, let's get into some rookie performances. Look, guys, we know it's preseason. We still want to talk about some notable stuff going on in the preseason. I want to start out with Jackson Dart. He went 14 of 16, 137 yards, 1 touchdown, passing, 2 carries, 5 yards, and 1 rushing touchdown with quarterback sneak. Yep. But DC, has Jackson Dart proved anything in these first 2 preseason games with you?
He's proved that he ain't gonna look bad in the preseason. But to be honest with you, man, I don't know about starting him out day one. I still think he got some learning to do, and the fact that he's out here looking pretty good in the preseason is going to cause a problem in the Giants locker room at some point. If Russ get out there and they feel like Russ ain't getting the job done, then all of a sudden they're going to be calling for this guy. But it's up to Daboll. This is a year for you. This is make or break for him. So at some point he got to put his cards on the table and say, "This is the route I'm going. I'm gonna throw it all in with the young cat, or I'm gonna just ride with Russ." Because at some point you get halfway through, it may be too late. But I think if Daboll can some kind of way win about, like I said, they can find a way to win 7 games, the Giants, some kind of way, I think Daboll will be safe. I do. Yeah. But that's the problem. They got a tough schedule.
They got the toughest schedule. For me, I think the Giants should be feeling pretty good about what they can do. He's a rookie. He came from a wide open scheme in college with Ole Miss. And he's looked confident. Yeah. He's hit multiple underneath throws. He tries to get his check down whenever he can. He moves around in the pocket. He moves up in the pocket. So I just like his overall confidence. So the question is, knock on wood, Russell Wilson goes down with an injury, 10 games. Are you starting Jackson Dart, or are you starting Jameis Winston? Fredo?
All right. To me, I got to go with Winston, just because, he's more proven, more shotgunny. He throws it up to whoever's down in the end zone.
Malik Neighbors would be happy.
Yeah, for sure. But it all depends what week he gets hurt, If you still got a chance to make a playoff run, go with Winston. But if you're officially eliminated, there's no way to even compete, put the rookie in. Just see what you got within him.
Let's say week 4.
Yeah.
He goes
Winston.
down.
Winston.
Okay, I got
Winston,
you.
Yeah.
DC?
I'm going Dart. If it's week 4, I'm gonna take Jackson Dart. Yeah. That'll be the beginning of his tenure right there. They know what Winston is, and I don't know what the Giants are looking for this year. What would they consider a successful season is what we don't really know. So like I said, if they did win 7 games, I think they would consider that a win. But you have to put the youngster in there. If he went down week 4, I would definitely go ahead and turn it to him. I think he's been watching enough by then. Just go ahead and turn him loose and see what he's going to do.
See, that's the tricky part, because if you're Daboll, are you? Which one would you be more comfortable with?
Right.
Because like you said, this season is for his job.
Exactly.
Joe Sheehan, this season is for his job. You go, on one hand, you got the rookie who gives hope for the future. You can look up at John Martin and say, "Look, we drafted this guy. Let's keep us here so we can mold him, even if he struggles." Or you can go with Jameis and be like, "Jameis, please help us win some games, because if we don't get to those 7 wins, we are gone." So it's kind of, I don't know if I'm Daboll, which one I would go with in case that happened.
I think they'll go with Dart, because if they go with Jameis and he still loses, you'll get fired, and I always wondered what would have been if I'd have started Dart. Yeah. You already know what Jameis is going to give you. You already know that. Yeah. But if you go out in flames with Jameis, you're going to always look back and be like, what if I'd have started Dart?
Yeah.
What would it have looked like?
Kicking myself because I didn't start Dart.
Because the next coach comes in, all of a sudden, he making moves.
All right. Let's move on to the first overall pick, Cam Ward, who got extensive playing time in these first 2 games. Looks like he went 2 for 7 for 42 yards. That's not to me, indicative of what he looked like on the field. There was one throw that was beautiful that should have been hauled in.
Van Jefferson.
Yes, Van Jefferson, who's got stone hands. We know that. But DC, how do you feel about Cam Ward's second game as a starting quarterback?
Not quite as good as the first one, but like you said, the numbers would have looked totally different at Van Jefferson catch. That's another 40, 50 yards down the field if he catches that ball. But I like the confidence. He's trying to make all the throws. He's not afraid to do it, not afraid to let it rip. And it's just like I said, it's going to be some growing pains. But up to this point, I'm pretty satisfied with him. And I think the team has decided that they're going to be patient with this whole thing for the coaching situation. If the season don't go the way they want it to go, it's still a whole. They understand that this is going to be a long-term process. So I don't think there's going to be much pressure on Coach Callahan to get this team to a certain spot. Like I said, you just want to see progress. You want to see doing the right thing. You don't want to see the stupid throws. Of course, you're going to make mistakes, but you still want to see the progress. That's the main thing. See growth there throughout the season.
It's crazy because when he takes the snap, he looks like a veteran. He's so cool, calm in the pocket that it's jarring. Yeah. So we still need to see him develop his reads, develop some more fundamental stuff. But when he takes it, the ball is low. He's just chilling. He's like, And then the rush, he moves away from the rush. He holds on the ball to the last split second to get rid of it just to keep the play alive. But he doesn't look like a rookie, but of course he's going to have his growing pains. Even this game wasn't as, like he said, wasn't as great as the first one or good as the first one, but he still has a bright future. And a lot of that stuff I don't blame on him. I blame on the situation he was in.
It kind of sounds like he's reminding me a little bit like a Deshaun Watson, holds the ball till he can find someone to get open. Yeah, and he might take that hit or two.
So he's going to take a couple hits. With Deshaun Watson, he was more of a creator. Yeah, like in his heyday, I don't know how he got out of
situations.
All those situations. I remember that Raiders game where he got hit in the eye. He got hit in the eye, still complete. I'm like, dog, that dude's a magician. Yeah. But with Cam Ward, they haven't started using his feet yet, so we don't know exactly what he can do on the ground. I think that's going to help him out in the beginning of the season. Yeah. Hell, let him do a couple keepers. Let him do a read option or two. He's athletic enough. He's not a runner. Yeah. But still, like if New England can do what they did with their quarterback last year, Drake May, give him a little bit of that to make it easy on him. We can move on to Ashton Jeanty. The first look at Ashton Jeanty, the number one running back drafted. He had 7 carries, 33 yards, 4.7 average. He had 1 TD and 1 catch for 2 yards. We saw him before, but he didn't get no real extensive run. This was his actual extensive run because the first game he got a few carries and -1 yard. Nobody blocked for him. But we saw him in the open field. DC, what do you think about Ashton Jeanty with his first few carries under him?
He looks the part. Just watching the highlights, he looks the part, and he's looking for contact. I can tell you right now, them safeties don't want no part of that. Not at all, man. So I just hope, he's going to Pete Carroll, so I hope we don't run him into the ground. Yes. I know he's going to feel like this is a young stud and we can run him, but, man, you got something special here. Don't tear it up, Pete, okay? Yeah. Can't have nice things, Pete Carroll. But, I look forward to seeing him playing, man. Really, really looking forward to it. I think he may get up to almost 1,500 yards this year. Ooh. I would not be surprised if he hit that number, man. It's gonna really be based on the game script. Yeah. If they get behind. Now, if they can put him in a position where he can keep them in the game, then I think he's going to do really, really well yardage-wise. But if it's every week you're getting down 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, then all that goes out the window.
I liked how he looked this week. He looked a little more confident. and he even was trying to truck people. It's like Pete Carroll put that Marshawn Lynch. He just whispered Marshawn Lynch into his ear, and then Ashton Jackson said, "All right, well, I'm gonna try to run through MFer's face." So he tried that. He put a nice pop on a secondary cat, but he looked good. I think as the year goes on, if he can stay healthy, he's going to wear down a bunch of teams. Yeah. And he's going to be a really important piece for the Raiders to go where they're going to go. But 7 carries, 33 yards, that's just the beginning for him.
Yep. Sounds good.
Also, from preseason, let's go on to our first look at Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson's new offense. He actually went 6 for 10, 107 yards. He had 1 touchdown, which was a really good seam throw. And then the wide receiver made something happen. DC, did you see any of his any of his action from this game?
Yeah, I watched it. He looked good. He looked good. You know, once again, like I said, it's preseason, and you just don't want to look bad. I expect you to look good. And if he came out there and looked bad, then I'd have had something really to talk about. But he looked like he knew what he was doing in that offense. Like I said, that was a hell of a throw, that touchdown throw, the way he put that ball placement. And if Ben Johnson can keep him, you know, kind of reeled in, I think they'll be okay. I think he will be. But you like I say, sometimes he can get a little loose. It's going to be up to Johnson to keep him reeled in.
And you know what's interesting about this game is it didn't seem like a vanilla game script. It seemed like they were trying to do stuff to get him going, like that touchdown ball. That was a really good play.
Yes,
there are other good drawn up plays to scheme up cats to get open. That it looked like Ben Johnson was like, you know what, we're not gonna go Hank routes or just slants. We're gonna actually be like, let's see what he can do in this offense. And he looked pretty good. Fredo, you've been critical of Caleb Williams. He performed pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
Against the Buffalo Bills backups.
Yeah.
Let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
Buffalo they seemed like they didn't want to play that game. They got shut out.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about the positive aspects of Caleb Williams' first game?
No, absolutely. He looked very good. Mind you, he did all those stats in 2 drives.
Yeah.
So that looked very, very good. He moved the ball. He was moving the offense pretty well. I did not see any error, you know, from him. And that's what you expect from a generation quarterback is what they put on him, you know. Can we see more of that during the regular season? I really hope we do. Don't get me wrong, man. Like, I don't wish no bad upon him.
Right.
I just don't want him to be like, oh yeah, this is the best that we're gonna have coming up. And you know, last year we didn't see nothing good out of it. You know, he had some games that were okay, but overall, his first rookie season, it wasn't that great. But coming into this season, hopefully he does, you know, prove me wrong. But you know, I don't want to give him that 2.0 version of what's that cat from Jacksonville?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, man. Like, I don't want to give him that title, man. But you know, if he could, with the right coach, which he does have, he's been proven within the Lions. Maybe we can see the better version of him that we didn't see last year.
Yeah, for Caleb Williams, it's going to be important for Ben Johnson to do his magic.
Yeah.
But even more important, what's that offensive line going to look like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because whenever he was playing last year, I just look back on that Texans game and he was just beat up. He looked like a shell of a quarterback. Even after the games, when C.J. Stroud tried to give him some words of encouragement, he was just like, man, I'm punch drunk. Like, I'm getting off the mat. So if they can fix that offensive line, I think he will surpass Trevor Lawrence. He's never going to – I don't think he's Mahomes, but I think he's going to be a pretty good quarterback in this league, especially when you're teamed up with Ben Johnson. It's like, come on, man.
And we know the Bears invested a lot on that offensive line through the draft and free agency. So we know that they saw what happened to him last year. he was getting some hits really bad, man.
Yeah, of course. The offensive line is going to have to be better, but man, he's got to get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
You got to understand
That
a lot
too.
of that stuff is
That
based
too.
on timing, man. Let it rip, and in preseason is the time to do that. Let it rip. You try stuff that you don't normally try right now. So, but if he can't get rid of that ball, it's not going to even matter. It's the NFL. You can't just stand back there and rock the baby. At some point, you got to let it go. And a lot of those sacks you bring on yourself. Before you know it, you're out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about a trade that went down today. My nemesis, the Eagles, trade for John Mechie with the Houston Texans. Texans get Harrison Bryant back, and then they sent John Mechie. It's funny that this happened this soon because early in the week we were at Texas training camp talking about it. So DC, while we were there, we were talking to an old head Texans fan. And
Shout out to him.
he really cool dude. But we were discussing the wide receiver room with the new addition of Higgins, Noel, and then of course they got Hutchinson. So I was thinking Hutchinson might have been pushed out, but it seemed like once they went on the field against the Carolina Panthers in that practice, Hutchinson was on the field more than Christian Kirk.
Oh.
And then so on 3 receiver sets they were bringing Kirk, but Hutchinson was like the number 2 dude. Wow. So I was thinking him and Mechie were going to be in competition, and Fredo and the dude were like, "Look, Mechie's most likely one out."
And we called it.
Yeah.
It just, unfortunately, everything with Mechie, man, coming into to the NFL level, he was expected to be a steal from the Texans.
I thought it was going to be Jalen Waddle.
Yeah. And we know that, everything that happened with him, was with his medical condition and whatnot, held him back, a year. And then when he came into the field, the Texans were just trying to give him shot after shot, but he never took advantage of the opportunity. And now, the receiving room for the Texans is heavily stacked up now. It's like now, I even said, it's like, look, man, the Texans going to trade him. And Jerron was like, nah, it ain't gonna be him. I was like, man, it is gonna be him because Hutchinson. I already told you, Jay, that he's the number 3 wide receiver right now in that wide receiver room. And in training camp, he was balling out.
Yeah,
Hutchinson was. And lo and behold, after the game, he got traded to the Eagles. Am I surprised? No, I called it during training camp.
Yeah, you did.
It just, it was just a matter of time, and I'm surprised it happened this quickly too. Now the Texans get the original pick back from when they traded Gardner. Okay. So the ones that they swapped, they're basically getting the picks back.
Oh, okay.
So that's what's going on with that trade. But yeah, man.
So he gets to go over there and play with his teammate Devonta Smith.
Devontae Smith.
Okay.
Yep. Alabama and Georgia players, bro. There you go.
it is angering me because Harry Roseman is nonstop. He just record so the thing about Mechie is Texans have a loaded wide receiver core, but Mechie can play. On the third down, Mechie, he's not going to be Justin Jefferson, but he can do what he's sent out there to do.
Yeah.
So Howie Roseman just brought in more stability. So hell, something happens to Devontae Smith, you may not throw Mechie out there, but you may put him in a slot on the third down play where you have AJ Brown, Mechie, and Devontae in or out, however that goes. But it's just it's 365 days of acquiring talent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't see why. First of all, I don't see why anybody trades with this cat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they always come out worse in the end. And I don't see why other GMs don't do this. Yes. Talking to you, Jerry Jones, like, why don't you bring in competent players onto a roster when you know that you're dealing with undrafted free agents? Would you rather have a UDFA or John Mechie?
Right.
And John Mechie, his salary's not guaranteed. His salary's not guaranteed at all. So bring him in for a trial and cut him if you have to.
Yeah.
And my bad, but before Philly came in and did the trade, San Francisco was looking at him. San Francisco wanted Mitchell first, but the Eagles offered the Texans more. So, yeah, man, if not, San Francisco was the first ones to call him.
Yeah, San Francisco is the team that needs some receiver help right about now.
Exactly.
But back to Harry Roseman, he ain't gonna take too many L's.
No.
he gonna win most time. The last time he took a L when he passed up on Justin Jefferson and took Jalen Reagor. Thank God for the league. Because I'm telling you, had that happened, oh my God, the Eagles would have been a real problem.
Yeah.
So thank God
Dynasty.
he passed on JJ.
Let's move on to somebody who may need to make a trade. The Miami Dolphins. They are having a slew of running back injuries. Alexander Madison, we know he's gone for the season with a neck injury. And Devon Achane, soft tissue injury. His week 1 is in question. How are we feeling about what's going on with the Dolphins?
I'm not too concerned about that really, man. But if it's gonna be ongoing, him being missing out a couple weeks, then he's go like, let's say he's one more hit away. I mean that's the thing about the NFL, man. You got to have depth, and right now they lost 2 of they lost 1 already, and you got 1 already injured. That's not a good sign, man. So the Dolphins need to look up other quarterbacks available. I mean, other running backs available, man. But it's not looking good for them, man. But the Dolphins have been having this problem for the past 3 years, ever since Mike McDaniels has joined that team. They've just been hit with the injury bug with that room right there, quarterback, running back.
Defensive end.
Yeah. It's just that team, man. They can't stay healthy. That's the problem. They have the talent, but you can't have the talent on the field if they're hurt. DC, what do you think, man?
Yeah, it's a huge problem to me. Anytime you say soft tissue injury, there's no timetable.
Right.
And all it takes is one cut, and you're back on the sideline. Yeah. This team is going nowhere, if you ask me. I think Mike McDaniel is the first coach fired this year. I think because, like I say, when you have a team with that type of talent, and you don't win games, which I don't see them winning a game, especially in the AFC. I don't even think they make the playoffs this year. I think he's out of there. I think they're going to clean house and then bring in somebody else.
During season fire?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. I don't think you make it all the way.
Yeah. If we're looking towards the future for the running back position, they do have Ollie Gordon, who's a big 6'2", 240-pound running back who could provide some power in that scheme, because we know Achane is the speed guy. On 3rd and 1, we want some power, so put Ollie Gordon in there. He could be like a steal in the draft, in fantasy drafts, if he gets an opportunity. But overall, for the Dolphins, I don't disagree. Yeah. This might be the season from hell for the Dolphins. Yes. Because if you look at just the commotion around the offense, you got Tua, so Tua's a wild card. If he plays, he plays. If he doesn't, of course he doesn't. Tyreek Hill, who is still Tyreek Hill, but it seems like there's a cloud of like he wanted to leave last year.
Yes.
He's coming out with negative comments against Devon Achane, talking about on 3rd and short, why we going to run the ball with Devon Achane. I'll be like, why?
Your own teammate, man.
What kind of crap? Yeah, it be your own people. And then
your own people sometimes.
And then their secondary, maybe the worst secondary in the NFL.
Yep, they traded their player, the corner.
Yeah, they traded Jalen Ramsey, and then all the corners got hurt. Yeah. So it's like this could be the season from hell. If he's the first coach fired, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah, I think he's out the door, man. It's just so much dysfunction. Even Raheem Mostert, when he left,
yes,
he was talking about how it was there. The culture is just terrible, man. And the whole with Tua and Tyreek, when he first got there, he was the most accurate quarterback he had ever played with.
Yeah.
Now that's been kind of soured. I don't even think they really care for each other now. Tua's like he need to get it together. It's gonna take some time. But no, you've been there 3 years with him. So, and to be honest, I don't even think there's a team that really want to deal with Tyreek Hill.
Nah,
I don't think. And I think he's got one foot out of the door there. He couldn't get another dime from me on a new contract. There's no way in hell I'm giving him any more money.
No.
a desperate team will have to take
Yeah, it's gonna
Tyreek
have to
Hill
be the
at
Browns.
this moment.
I would just remember how he quit in the last game of the season. When they said, "Hey, Tyreek, come on," and he said, "No, I'm not coming back out there." That would already just be, I would have tried to trade him.
Hell yeah.
I would be vocally trying to trade him just for that. Be like, all right, guys, send him to Jacksonville. Send him somewhere who.
He's just a cancer, man. Any locker room he goes to, man.
Yeah.
His attitude just, man, that's not the type of player you want in your organization, man. Those are people like that you need to get rid of, man.
I think
Your talent can only take you so much, man.
at the end of last year, I think he changed his Twitter pic to that picture of AB.
Oh, he
When
did.
he took off his shirt, he was walking out the stage.
He absolutely did.
God, man.
I think, yeah, he's done.
I
He
mean,
is
that lets
done.
you know, man. If you're doing AB shit, bro, man, that's it, man. You count your days down in
Yes.
this league.
I don't know what it is with receivers,
Yeah.
special receivers. He's from Florida, right?
Yep.
Yeah, receivers from Florida are crazy. All right. Anything else? News and notes that y'all want to go over with? Anything? Oh, Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
DC, you brought it up. Tell us about what's going on with Brian Robinson.
Evidently, the Commanders are shopping him around. They got this young rookie on their squad that's been really lighting it up in practice.
Miami,
A week
there you
ago,
go.
they said he's already going to make the team. So now they want to move out from Brian Robinson, which is on his last year of his deal. I was just thinking about, if that did happen, what are some teams you think could benefit from having a Brian Robinson on their team?
We just talked about him.
Yeah, we just talked about one.
Miami.
Miami?
There you go.
Yeah.
Miami. What about Cleveland? I mean, yeah, I think Cleveland would be all right with him.
Yeah.
Who else can benefit from him?
Jay, would you take a flyer on him in Dallas?
Yeah. Why not?
I would.
But they're not.
They're not going to do it. But the only problem I've ever had with Brian Robinson is his lack of explosiveness. To me, he's more of a, I'm going to get you what is blocked for you. He does surprise every once in a while with catches out of the backfield, but he's kind of a limited talent player. That's why the rookie is pushing him already, pushing him off the team, because in the draft, everybody was raving. They don't know how he lasted to the 7th round pick. But I think I would give him a flyer. He can't be worse than what they have already. But yeah, they're not going to be able to get him unless he's cut.
Yeah. If that's, once again, to me, he's just another Alabama running back. For some reason, other than Derrick Henry and the guy in Green Bay, man, they just don't make it in the NFL for some reason. They put up all those big numbers at Alabama, but when they get to the next level, for some reason, they're not as explosive like Jay say, and they don't stay around long. I don't get it for some reason. All the things that Alabama put in the league, they really struggle with the running back position once they get to the next level. I don't know why that is.
And receivers ain't too behind either. They're receivers.
They play tonight, right? The Commanders?
Yes.
So hopefully we get a look at the rookie Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Everybody was like I said in the draft, they were raving about this cat. Yeah. I remember listening to a Cowboys draft podcast, wanting to draft him rounds earlier, but he's been showing out. So hopefully we get to see him tonight.
Yeah, I want to see what the snap count's going to look like between those two. Who's going to be out there with the first team? That'll tell you a whole lot tonight.
Definitely. Anything else, guys? Anything else? No. All right, so let's go on to some segments. We're looking at the playoffs. We all know that there's new teams in the playoff every year. There's teams that come out of nowhere who make it to the playoffs. Look at the Washington Commanders last year. So I want to go over a little exercise. We all go through 3 teams that we think are dark horses who are under the radar, but we think can make a playoff push. I can start out. So for me, the team that I see that's a dark horse, I'm looking at the Seattle Seahawks. I like what they have. I like that the defense, young, fast, ferocious defense, and they are going to be hitting people. They're underrated. I think they're gonna end up being a top 10 defense. And then if you have Steady Eddie, Sam Darnold, just don't mess it up.
Yeah.
Because last year, what was the thing that we said? At the end of the year, he's gonna blow it. And towards the end of the year, it's pick sixes, picks in the end zone, picks in the red zone. He can't stay out of his own way. So for me, I believe that they're going to be a running first team, and I kind of dismissed the hire of the OC. Who's the Kubiak.
Yeah.
Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak.
He came from New Orleans.
He came from New Orleans. I dismissed what he was going to mean to that team, but now that I look at it again, him and Kenneth Walker, him and Kenneth Walker are going to do some damage. With that zone scheme, it's going to be perfectly tailored. They're going to be a play defense, run the ball team, and then hit play action. Sam Darnold can do that. He can definitely hand the ball off, and he can hit wide open receivers. JSN and them boys is
Cooper Kupp.
And Cooper Kupp are, I think they're gonna make a push with the news of Matt Stafford's back. That they got to play them twice. Maybe they get 2 off of the Rams. And then we're looking at San Francisco, who has a good team, but they lost so many free agents, and they're not 100% healthy. Let's say maybe something happens to Christian McCaffrey. Knock on wood. I don't want that to happen, but if they can get some luck, I think the Seattle Seahawks might be that last team to get into the playoffs. Who wants to go next?
For me, it's going to be the Atlanta Falcons. I think with the division that they play in, I think the pathway will look clearer for them. They look like they probably fixed the pass rush issue. Michael Penix going to get a full year in, and we're going to see how that turn out. Because I'm having a feeling, at all the positions, they got somebody that can do it on the offensive side. So I think with what they have on defense now versus what they had in the past, I think they got a really good chance to make the playoffs. Actually, we're in that division. We don't know what the Bucs are going to look like. They ain't going to be no slouch, but I think the Falcons can sneak on them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is this more of a Bucs thing, Bucs take, or do you really believe in the offense of the Falcons?
Yes, I think actually I believe in the offense of the Falcons.
Okay,
I really do. I believe in it. Like I say, with Michael Penix and Bijan and Drake London and them boys, man, I do believe in it. And I like the OC. I can't remember his name right now, but
oh yeah, he came from the Rams.
Yeah, they got Arthur Smith out the door, so I figured it'd be a lot better this year. Yeah. You might even see a sighting from Kyle Pitts.
one or two, maybe one or two.
Mine dark horse would be the Chicago Bears.
Whoa!
Like they're my they're the team I want to put smack on.
Yeah.
But also the team I was like, I want y'all to do something.
Yeah.
Because they have so much talent within that team.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that you got the Lions, you got the Packers, and you got the Vikings in that team, and in that division. So we already know that division alone has already got a bunch of competition. So in order for that to happen, we're going to see, Caleb Williams do Caleb Williams like he did in USC. You know, the Heisman winner type of player. But other than that, you also got a great head coach. You got talent around you. Like I said, and when we talked about it earlier, and they could win within that division right there and make the playoffs, hey, man, I'm for it. You know, let's see this team, you know, go make a good run. When was the last time the Bears won in the playoffs? Like what, Levy Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Seems like, yeah.
That's my dark horse right there.
So for the Bears to make it,
It's going to take a lot.
one of those three other teams is going to have to go through the season of hell.
Yeah. Exactly. But what team?
To me, it would have to be the Vikings.
Yeah.
Let's say J.J. McCarthy's not ready.
Yeah.
Maybe they take a step back, and then, like you said, Chicago ends up being that third team in the division. Because I do believe three teams, no matter what, in this division get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
It just depends on who's going to be that third team. But that's interesting. That's interesting, especially with your take on Caleb Williams.
Yeah. See, man, I like to play the mind games when it comes to these football theories of ours, man.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to some quick over and unders. Just prepare for the season. I'm gonna put it up to y'all. Over and under passing yardage. Jaden Daniels 3,300.5 yards. Over under.
Give me the over.
DC.
Give me the under.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna go with the over. I'm gonna go with the over. Rushing yards. Saquon Barkley. We know he had 2,000 yards last year. They usually don't repeat that kind of performance. Mm-hmm. So over under 1,500.5 yards rushing.
Give me the under. I'll take the under.
It's hard for me. I got to go over. I know you don't repeat it, but my God, this is the guy could have broke the record, but he didn't want no part of that. He wanted to be a team player. Mm-hmm. But in the way they run the ball, I think he goes over.
Over?
Not by much, but he goes over that.
Derrick Henry's the only other rusher who had plus 1,500-yard season back to back, right? So Saquon Barkley would be in a rare category if he can do that again. Let's go to the rookie, Amarian Hampton, over under 825.5 yards rushing.
How many yardage?
825.5 yards. Remember, the Greg Roman said it's going to be a committee no matter who.
Yeah.
So,
well, give me the under. Then.
If you have to put money, you say
under.
You see,
I'm taking over. I just think he's the most talented running back they have, and at some point, the talent will outshine the rest of that. It'll be a point where I'm not taking you out of the game.
Yeah.
We're in this situation right now. I'm gonna keep feeding you. I think it's gonna be over.
But my thing is, when they're gonna figure that out, though.
It shouldn't be taking long.
It shouldn't. Yeah, cool.
The backup ain't even practiced yet. Najee Harris.
Yeah,
he ain't even practiced yet.
How many touches a game do you think he gets starting out with?
At minimum 15. I would think Lamar a minimum of 15.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
All right, this one's kind of interesting. Over under 500.5 yards rushing for Javonte Williams with the new running back for the Dallas Cowboys. He barely had 500 yards with Denver, but I think he kind of lost his job in Denver. Mm-hmm. So he's slated to be the starter in Dallas unless something crazy happens. But over and under 500.
Over.
Man, I'm probably gonna go under. I'm thinking if the Cowboys are in the game script where they're behind, then I already expect them to pass a lot this year. Yeah. I really do. I don't expect them to do much running at all. And if you're in a position, if you're behind, of course you're gonna pass. I'm gonna go under, and I don't know how much they're gonna move Blue in and out of the lineup.
Yeah, this one's interesting coming up. Mike Evans, the legendary Mike Evans, he has surpassed 1,000 yards in all 11 of his seasons. Mm-hmm. His over-under is 950.5 yards. Go over or under that?
Over.
Over?
I'm taking it. Baker ain't gonna let him not. I'm taking over on that. Baker
over.
Mayfield will ensure that.
Yes.
Because
He's
he's that
gonna make
kind
it
of
happen.
guy. He's that kind of player, man. My man gonna break this record.
Even if it's the detriment to the team,
Yes.
he's gonna break that damn record.
But I think he passes Jerry Rice if
Yeah.
he gets this one or something. Yeah, he gonna
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet as long as he's healthy.
Healthy, right?
Yeah.
This one is going to help the Falcons. Drake London, is he 1,000-yard receiver this year? His over under is 1,000.5 yards.
Under.
Under? Why do you say that?
Quarterback.
He gonna shadow.
You don't believe in Michael Penix?
He gonna shadow that.
Yep.
That's some of the best money you're gonna get right there. He's going over that one.
He's going.
I expect him to get
over.
150, 160 targets. I think that.
I think he goes over that
He
too.
was over.
For DC, for your Tennessee Titans, Calvin Ridley, is he over under 900.5 yards receiving?
Over. The game script gonna say we're behind, and he's the best receiver we've got.
He's the only receiver we got.
He's gonna go over that. As long as he stays healthy, hey, he's gonna go over that number.
What do you think? Over?
Yeah. Just like DC said.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
You're
to
somewhere
go.
down.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah,
He's down.
F it. He's over there somewhere.
He's over there somewhere.
DK Metcalf, same question. 1250 is his over and under 1,250 yards.
Under.
I'm going under, man. I'm so twisted with this Aaron Rodgers and Arthur Smith. Who wins this battle? You know, it's the Steelers. I know they probably want to just run the ball, but
Yeah.
you got Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if it's going to be Aaron Rodgers out there changing plays and Arthur Smith throwing the clipboard. I just can't wait to see this thing explode, man.
I'm gonna go under too, just because, like all the things that you just said. I believe Aaron Rodgers has a thing in his personality where he doesn't want to make the established receiver the guy.
Yeah.
He wants to make the second and third. He wants to create a Jordy Nelson or a Alan Lazard everywhere he goes,
No, he's
or
not.
Randall Cobb. Like these are pretty
Slot
good
receivers. Those are slot receivers.
but they're pretty good talents.
Yeah.
But he wants to make them into a household name. I think his ego does that. So I'm gonna go under. I think he tries to make Roman Wilson this year's Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb. Yeah.
And the last one I have before we wrap up, Jalen Hurts coming off a Super Bowl, touchdowns. Does he have 10.5 rushing touchdowns in him? Remember, they did not ban the tush push. Does he have 10.5 over and under rushing touchdowns?
Over.
Over?
I think he gets there. But I'm worried about the guard, the one that got hurt.
Landon
And how
Dickerson?
the tush push is gonna if he has to miss much time, that's got to affect the tush push some kind of way. You know, you already lost Kelsey, and then you're gonna lose this guy. I would think that would affect the tush push. But other than that, I think he's gonna go over it.
See, I think he's healthy. I think he is healthy enough to play early in the season. They avoided major injury. Again, the Philadelphia Eagles somehow, some way, just they
got
just
away.
their offensive line's like, all right, we're never gonna get majorly injured. But before Jalen Hurts has had 13, 15, and 14 rushing touchdowns. So 10 is actually kind of low.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over. I think he gets 11 or 12. I kind of have a feeling in my mind that he's got that monkey off his back to where he's got the Super Bowl. I think he's going to want to throw the ball this year. I think he's going to prove that Cam Newton was crazy, that he's a top 10 quarterback. I think he's going to be like, F it. We are going to have put up points. I don't know how throwing the ball for him is going to go, but I think he's going to take a little step back in his rushing touchdowns. Still going to get the over at 11, but I think he's going to want to be more of a passer this year.
Yeah, because I think that's the way teams will be playing the Eagles. They're gonna put that 8 up there in the box and then say, "We dare you to beat us with your arm." And I think that's why you're right. You're gonna be throwing the ball a lot more this year, I think.
Yep.
But yep, that's what I got.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
Wait for before we get out of here, man. Let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
New Orleans Saints.
Oh.
Can you just
Give
give it up?
give
Give it up, New Orleans. The best quarterback on your team is your head coach, Kellen Moore. My
Damn.
God, it looks bad. It looks bad. You know, they're the guy that keeps going to the barbershop and say, "Give me that taper when you got a receding hairline." Like, let it go. Get rid of it. What you holding on to it for? You should be having a fire sale right. Chris Olave gone. All of that gone.
Alvin Kamara.
Yes, all that. Get rid of that. You all the way back down to the studs. Let it go, New Orleans. Because I don't know what kind of contract Kellen Moore got, but I would have to get a 6 year or something, some kind of guarantee in here to hold me around because I'm not playing like no. We either agree that this is a rebuild from the ground up before I even get in there. I'm not gonna. You think I'm gonna go compete with that? No, ain't no way in hell, man. Let it go, New Orleans. Get rid of that, man. Start over.
Yeah, it's bad in New Orleans, and I'm gonna piggyback off of that. You talking about there's a fire sale? There should be a fire sale. I'm going right back to if Howie Roseman did not have a running back, Alvin Kamara would be an Eagle. You know, because that's how aggressive he is at team building. Jerry Jones. Why are we not calling about Alvin Kamara?
Yeah.
Why are we not putting in a third round, fourth round pick for Alvin Kamara?
Yes.
Because the Saints are in a fire sale.
Yep.
You have a need at running back. You have no talent in running back. It's a match made in heaven, but you're not Howie Roseman, so you're just going to sit there and play with Michael Parsons all offseason.
And do specials on Netflix.
And do Netflix special. Like, so as couch GMs, we are like, hey, Alvin Kamara is an important piece who can help out a good team trying to make the playoffs, but somehow, some way, he's still a Saint who they don't have any money. They don't have any plans for this year. So why isn't a fire sale?
I'll be calling the Saints right now. Be like, "What's happening, baby? I'm gonna need some Alvin Kamara right now." Yeah, man, you got to get this dude, man. It's like, man, the Cowboys. I'm surprised that they're not making any moves like this because that division they're in already, man, it's already tough, and you got the Commanders already. If not. No diss, Jay, but a little bit ahead of you.
Of course.
So, so right now you're the third team within that division. And it's crazy because 2 years ago, y'all were number one. And like I ain't trying to bring up old shit, but, DC even said it. It's like, man, DC said that Cowboys and then the other teams catch up to them. And what you're going to do once you do let it catch up to them. And they're not doing nothing, dude.
But see, the problem I have is they have $30+ million of available cap space right now. They're in the top 10 of available cap space.
That's just arrogant, man.
And Alvin Kamara is sitting there. I know he likes New Orleans, but come on, you're close to New Orleans. You're close enough
5 hours
to
away.
home. Now, come on, let's go win some games.
Yeah.
But we want to stick around with Javonte Williams, who's over under 500 yards. Like, so if Kamara was a Cowboy, what would his over-under yardage be? It'd be around 750, 800 yards.
800, for sure. 800.
Because he's a quality running back.
Yeah.
So,
and then 500 receiving.
yeah. And that's another thing. You know you're going to be throwing because your defense is terrible. He's another threat at the backfield.
Yep.
So,
That's the wide receiver right there.
I just need to run the Cowboys. That's basically.
In New Orleans, Pittsburgh called about Olave in an offseason. They shot him down.
Really?
Yeah. And if I'm New Orleans, I'm calling Commanders. What will you give me for Olave? You got to make that call, man.
Yeah.
The guy's gonna walk. In his third out of 4 or 5 years, he is going to walk on you. It ain't gonna be worth franchising. He is going to walk. So if I'm you, I'm on the phone with the Commander saying, "Hey, what can you give me for Olave? You just got a lot younger at receiver, and you ain't got a guy that's gonna be throwing hospital balls to him."
Right.
Man, man, it'll be badass if CJ Stroud would tell Nick Casario, "Hey, I want my old teammate
bring
back."
my guy back.
He's like, "Let's make a trade, get one of these new guys, and let's give me Olave."
Make it Ohio State South.
Oh man, that'd be nice.
But yeah,
Fire sale New Orleans. I'm sorry, and we got a lot of friends that they're from New Orleans, and that's their team. And you know, tank for Manny. Tank for Manny, bro. Yeah. All right. Wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right, Steven, let's go ahead and wrap up today's episode. Thank you for tuning in to the Shield Football Podcast. Like always, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this podcast with your friends and family out there that loves football. Other than that, we'll be back here next week, same time, 5:30. Until then, peace.
Later.
Peace out.